So hello everyone. Yes. Yeah, my name is Wasif Ali, and today we are going to discuss about the co-education and separate education, and I will be the pair in the separate education.
I will favor in the separate education.
I'll in the favor of co-education.
I'll also be in favor of co-education.
I would choose separate education. Okay, first I would like to listen you that why do you consider co-education is better, far better than separate education? What are your perspective about that?
In my opinion, the separate education is not good for the students because anywhere we are losing the things. If we study, we allow our child to study co-education, then it would be better for them because we are developing all the things, and they are also become familiar with the girls, and then they support girls. Then anywhere we are developing the social things and the moral values regarding to the girls in the boys. So in my opinion, the co-education is more better in compare of separate education.
Actually, as you are saying that boy and girl would be comfortable with the co-education, I don't think so. There would be lot of distraction about their studies. Actually, if you are going for co-education, there would be lot of distraction. You can't study properly. I don't think so. Actually, in our schools, you may see nowadays every younger person who is in a teenage, they are stuck in a relationship due to this co-education system. They are facing lot of problem in their studies due to this they are using social media apps, and they are getting influenced by some other pupils as well, so they are not giving proper attention to their study, and as well as they are not getting good marks in their classes, you may say that.
In my opinion, if you see the history of the India and the world, then lot of personalities have come out from the world and they become a great person from the co-education system. Okay, and it is depend if we talk about the relationship and all the things, it is depend on the mindset of the people, and it's depend on the parents how they are developing the moral values in the child. It's
Actually,
depend on them.
okay.
Okay, and if they are getting the right approach and the right direction, then they would not do these type of stupid things.
Actually, do you know that the company does affect lot, the company effect loads in our personality, and like if you are in a co-education and there are a lot of kids they are doing same thing like a relationship, definitely you would also feel like that, yeah, I should also go for once, then you would stuck in that, then you would not be able to do study.
No, no.
Actually actually you are, it doesn't matter how much mature are you, the thing is that that is your company. If you are in a co-education, they are your subordinates and they are doing that thing, so somewhere you will also feel like that, yeah, you also should go for it.
Actually, the thing is that, as you said, they will distract their minds and they don't study. So, if they are not doing co-education, so they will not get a good they will not good familiar with girls and boys.
Okay,
If they are doing so, they will be familiar, and they will never hesitate if they do separate study. So after their education, when they meet to other gender person, so they will hesitate to meet.
I think first of all, the Nakul sir said depend to parents for attraction. First of all, I given the answer. The means the all parents given the bad advice for all children.
Actually, it doesn't matter. Parents, always parents gives good knowledge to their children.
Not okay, and not the chances in a corporate education.
It's all up to the students.
If you are talking about the we become the familiar by the doing co-education, just cause of the sitting
Co-
together we come to know about the each other the thinking.
Yes, sir.
So according to me, in your family there is also your sister, there is also mother, you can
But-
also become the familiar with
But
that.
you know him very well. You know him very well. But if you are going to do any job and you are going anywhere, so you will have to meet unknown genders. So if you are doing study in co-education, so you will somewhere uh, you will have good knowledge about things.
He want to say, I would like to add one more point in the Mr. Aman, and he want to say if we are doing the co-education, then we are familiar with any gender. Okay, then if in the future, in the upcoming might come up in the future, then if we want to face with anyone, then we are familiar with them. We may not hesitate. If a person has completed his history throughout the co-education, then he may not hesitate with any gender. So it is more better in compare of separate education. And if the ma'am mention about the every parents is every parents is giving the good values to their children. If at the present scenario, if I talk about the girls are most qualified, but anywhere they don't have the moral values and social values. And boys also, boys and girls are very qualified, but anywhere they don't have the moral values and social values. So that's why we are losing our cultures. If we see the history, then in compare of the present scenario, there was the less chances of these things. So co-education is very better in my opinion.
Actually, as you are talking about history, so in the ancient time, they used to do separate education. There was ashrams. There was not like girls. There was a if we, they want to do study, girls wanted to do study, so there was a different ashram for those girls. So there was not co-education. Due to this, there were a arranged marriage system. Now we have love marriage. Now you may see the success. Okay, I'll tell you the success rate of separate education. Now you can see the in India there are a lot of military schools. You may say there are bordering schools and there are a lot of hostels. There where boy and girls used to do study separately. So they have a lot of success rate. They have a 90% success rate in their schools from their schools. The who used to do study in boarding school, they all got selected in as officer rank. Why so? Because they have done their study separately. They had only single work to do. That is a physical activities and second is study. They had not any kind of distraction.
It is
That
not
was
the
the reason.
example of separate education. They are
Actually, that is
developing
the
all the things in them. Okay.
actually,
If I
brother.
talk about discipline, they are giving more importance to discipline. They are developing all the ability,
Yes, I know that.
social adaptability, initiative,
Yeah.
all the things they are developing in
You
there.
you can't get
So
that
the
from
success rate is
co-education.
very high of
You,
the Sainik school and the Army Public School.
yes, I know that.
So this is the difference because in the if we talk about civils education, then
Okay,
anywhere
just
they
tell
are
me
not
that why
developing.
they do not provide co-education in that.
Yeah,
Why they do not provide co-education in army and boarding schools? Because
because
they knew that they know that like if we will go for that, so there would be success rate would be low, less.
no, it's not that. It is
Brother,
like
it is.
that.
Now
No,
you can
let
see
me
the
complete.
current
Let me
data.
speak. Let me speak. It is like that because before 2022, the NDA is not for the girls.
Yeah.
Now NDA is open for girls
Plus, yes,
also.
I know.
So they are only studying the child's. They are only Sainik school is only for the boys. So that's why this is the reason. Okay, they are not doing
I'm
the.
not only talking about army schools.
If I
I'm
talk about
also
Kendriya
talking about
Vidyalaya
the
and
boarding schools and
Army Public School, then they are providing the co-education.
there are also a lot of hostels. There are a lot of schools
Yes,
there.
they are also girls hostel also
Yeah.
and boys hostel.
So they are
Boys
getting
hostel
separate
also.
study. They used
They
to do
are
separate
doing the
study because
co-education. Try to understand.
no, it's not co-education. Actually, there is a different way to do that. If they are studying together, they are sitting in a one room and they are used to do study together. That is co-education. If they have a separate school, they have a
Have
separate
you
school.
visited any army public school in Kendriya Vidyalaya?
Not yet, but I
Then
have
how
seen.
are you saying?
Actually,
Because I have visited and I saw they are providing the co-education in the army public school and the Kendriya Vidyalaya.
I read an article about that.
All is running on the basis of co-education. And if I talk about Sainik school, then as I earlier mentioned about the NDA, because women are not getting the permanent commission, so that's why they are enrolling the boys only in the sixth class, seventh class, and eighth class for the Sainik school. So this is the reason.
I think that separate is more better than that. If whatever you do.
If I talk about the separate education, so in our study we are not as much mature when we are under in the 12th class. So we are not as much mature. So at that time we do not know how to behave with each other and how to do. And you also said that in our future when we go for a job, so we feel hesitate and we feel so many of the nervousness if we did not complete our co-education. I also completed my separate education and I don't feel hesitate or any all those things. I can talk anyone very easily.
And you said the in a corporate education improve to confidence and not the person hesitate. Okay, but many times I see the in a in a school the all student and hesitate feel.
No, it's not like that. If anyone is regular hang out with the all class students, then he may not feel any hesitation with
Not
everyone.
depend to your confidence, not a corporate education. I think
So why government providing co-education? Why do they not provide separate education?
like this.
As you said, separate is better than the co-education. So why government provide students co-education?
Like this facility. Tell me. Would you like to tell me the what is the facility the government provides?
I'm not talking about facilities. I'm talking about they are providing co-education, not separate education. Actually, government also said that and the male and female must study together.
In a Asian time is good like Levis Bhaiya already said in nowadays and present time this is not good for boys and girls corporate
And,
education I think,
and why do you think so?
for education.
As earlier, ma'am mentioned that the separate education is better, but we should be the broad mind thinking. Okay, so in my opinion, the co-education is better in compare of separate education. So this is the reason because every person want to develop and he want to every person want to explore his minds. So that's why this is the reason the co-education is better in compare of separate education.
As you earlier said that a boy and girl they are not that much familiar with the moral. They are not serious about their morals and all that. They are not serious about their culture. They are we
And
are
so
losing that. So due to this, as you are saying that we are not following our culture. We had a separate education
I
culture.
mentioned about I mentioned about
Now
the
you are talking
moral
about the
values and
borders.
social values.
Yes,
Okay,
you
I am
also
not
actually you also
because
talked about
they
that.
don't have the girls and boys at the present time don't have the social and moral values. I am talking about. Have you aware about that?
Yes, I know about that. They are not that much moral about. They are
what's the
not
reason
that
of
much serious about that.
Because they are qualified, they are so much qualified, but they don't have the social and moral values. So anywhere we need to develop. If we develop moral values and social values, then we will do better, and the boys and girl may do better in their future. And moral values and the social values, if a person have, then he may allow the individual to do well in his life.
Okay, as you are saying that even you are saying that okay, as you are saying that is a co-education is a right for girls and boys. Actually, there is a lot of problem in that. Actually, as you were saying that yeah, if you are doing co-education, you would be familiar with the female genders. So I don't think so. It would be happen. Actually, I have seen lot of person who used to do study together with the girls, but they are not that much say confidence front of girls. They feel hesitate. So there is no mean to be familiar with the girls. Just do co-education. Actually, you have to talk to with them. You should have that environment to talk to with them. So you should join that kind of activities where you can do such things. Like as we are learning spoken English, there we get chance to talk with the unknown people. Yeah, there are a lot of girls also. There are a lot of boys with whom we can talk. That is also environment to remove your hesitation. So co-education is not only a way
But
to remove
in
your
my opinion,
education.
the co-education and the school and the college is the better platform to familiar with the girls.
Actually,
So that's why I appreciate and I give priority to the co-education.
actually, I believe in that. Before the 12th class, every person do separate for go. Every person should go for separate education. But after the 12th class, they may go for co-education. It would be really very beneficial. I think that is the only solution of that thing.
Okay, and the person was try to government exam and apply to government exam. The person start to separate education with the not corporate education, and okay, the corporate education is better than for separate education. So why the person join to a library? Because the reason of separate. Okay, sir, thank you.
It was a great discussion.